Ruthlessly eliminate hurry from your life. Dallas Willard. Hi neighbor, I would like to welcome you to another unplugged episode of Adoption Struggles and Support. Today I'm coming to you from a remote location, from my outdoor studio at Shakamak State Park in Indiana. I am on one of the hiking trails at Shakamak, recording this episode for you today. And the reason I'm at this state park is because for the past 20 years, my family has been coming together for a family vacation with anywhere from 90 to over 400 of our closest friends. I call this my non-negotiable vacation because if at all possible, I am going to be here. This is a form of respite for me and my family. We first began coming to this camp for our boys, but after a few days during our first week, we realized we weren't just coming for them, we were coming for us. And now that my boys are older and adults and their schedules just don't permit them to be here, my wife and I still come because we see how important and know how important this camp has been for us. It seems fitting to record this episode outside on a hiking trail. The cell service is spotty to terrible. And so it's me on a bench on a hiking trail with my phone. And interestingly enough, the microphone I have plugged into my phone was a gift from one of these friends who I'm vacationing with this week. I want to share a story to indicate the type of people that I'm vacationing with. It was the first day of camp, and my wife opened the cabin door, and there was a card that was taped to the door, and she brought it in to me, and I read the card, and I shared the first part of it with you at the beginning of this episode. Ruthlessly eliminate hurry from your life. But there's some other things on this card as well, and it gets into the theme that I want to build on and convey to you today. It says, peace like a river, calm in the storm, rest amidst chaos, praying you'll find time to enjoy these God-given gifts today. I have no doubt that other campers received similar cards, if not the same card. I don't know. I haven't talked to them. But this was anonymously put on our door. It's an example of the type of people I'm with this week. People who are here to encourage and offer support. You know, this podcast is first and foremost for adoptive parents. I want it to be something that offers you support and encouragement. There are other adoptive parents vacationing with me this week. We have leaned on one another. We have supported one another. We have encouraged one another. And we've offered advice to one another. But I don't want you to think if you're not an adoptive parent, you can't get something out of today's episode, because even though there are unique parts to the adoption struggle, we all go through struggles. And there are other friends here today, this week, that are struggling. And we talk about those struggles. We offer support. Some of the best support we've received during our adoption journey has come from these people. They have been there to support us, to build us up. They've been a godsend. And they are some of the most precious people in our lives. That's one of the reasons we look forward to seeing them every year, because we don't see them enough as it is. But we know that for 1 week every year, we will get together. I want to get to the daily doable and look at some ways that we can eliminate the hurry from our lives. I believe there are some clues on this card that I want to share with you to help not only adoptive parents, but anyone going through a struggle in life, how you can eliminate the hurry and how you can find peace, how you can find calm in the storm, how you can find rest amidst the chaos. The prayer for this card was that I would be able to find time to enjoy these God-given gifts today, because they are present. They're present, and we have them to experience if we're just willing to make the time to do it, to be intentional. And I want to stress that, to be intentional about this. You know, some of the things we've done this week, and I want to preface these under the idea of God-given gifts. One of the things I've done, and I know others have done it too, is we've experienced the gift of nature, the gift of God's creation. Every day I have made it a point, I've been intentional to walk on these trails. There's so many here, I couldn't do all of them this week. So I had to just pick a handful of them, but every day I've been out here on the trail, either by myself or with other individuals. When I'm by myself, I experience God's gift of creation by just noticing the beauty of it, by listening, hearing the birds, even something so simple as walking the trails and hearing the leaves crunch under my boots or the twigs breaking. There's a rhythm and a cadence to that I find really calming, that gives me that peace. Another thing that is a gift of God that I'm enjoying this week is the gift of camaraderie. On some of these hiking trails, I have talked with other friends. We have listened to each other. We've offered advice. We've offered encouragement. That camaraderie is invaluable. Just knowing someone cares about you and is willing to listen. I've had conversations in the dining hall. I've made it a point to have these conversations, to experience this camaraderie, because it's one of those things that when you have people who are like-minded, we have the same goal. And because of that, we can offer advice and encouragement from a perspective that some people just don't understand. But that camaraderie it's a godsend. Not just in serious conversations, but just in having fun. Just enjoying one another's company. It's a gift that God has given us, this gift of people of like precious faith who get each other and want to encourage each other. Another gift that God has given to each of us that I've experienced this week is the gift of His presence. And by that I mean when we are focusing our attentions on Him. That's been done a couple of different ways. It's been done in our Bible studies. We have Bible studies for all different age groups, from the little kids all the way to adults. The men have had a couple of Bible studies for them, women as well. But there's been Bible studies all week where we can focus on God's Word and experience His presence. We also experience His presence in our nightly singings when we come together as a group and we sing praises to Him. That's a gift that He's given us. And so these three ideas, the gift of His creation, the gift of camaraderie, and the gift of His presence, they have all come into play this week to help us eliminate the hurry from our lives. What I want to encourage you to do is to find a way or ways that you can eliminate the hurry from your life so you can experience that peace, that calm, and that rest. I pray you'll find it in enjoying God's gifts today. Now, what that looks for you, I'm not sure. Maybe you have a group of people that you vacation with every year. That's great. Be intentional. Keep it up. But find something that works for you. Maybe it's going out into nature like I am right now and just experiencing it. Maybe it's getting with other people, other Christians, and having Bible studies or singings, or just having conversations. You know, one of the things we talked about in a Bible class yesterday was our screen time. And it was encouraged each of us to look up, not down. Look up, experience the creation, look at each other, have conversations eye to eye. It's been a great week. I'm sad that it's coming to a close, but I feel rejuvenated. I got a shot in the arm, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the day's activities, and then anxiously looking forward to this time a year from now. That's all for this episode. I want to thank you for joining me. And again, I want to encourage you to be intentional. Be intentional to eliminate the hurry from your life. One way you can do that is to become a member of our community. We have adoptive parents, and we have people who want to support adoptive parents. Some of those people in that group are with me this week. We would love to have you come and be a part of this community, to experience the camaraderie, to experience people who want to encourage you and support you. Please see the link in the show notes. We'd love to have you join us. Until next time, this is Tim, encouraging you to do what you can now.